Alright, everyone, it's Sandesh here. I'm going to be reading an article from Infowars. Donald Trump vows to end the Department of Education. On Monday, President elect Donald Trump pledged to end the Department of Education very early into his new administration. And one other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and educational work and needs back to the states. Trump said in a video Monday, "We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job at it, of it." Trump discussed the failure of the department and the high expenses paid to it despite its poor performance. "You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation, and yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst, so you can't do worse," Trump said Monday. "We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C. We're going to close it up." This is actually a smart idea, especially since it's coming out of Washington, D.C., because considering what they're getting educated in the schools, I mean, they're pretty much getting educated into being brainwashed, to be honest. So this can, like you said, this it can only get better. It can't get worse. The president-elect even went so far as to acknowledge the elephant in the room: the treatment doled up to children by the department. "You have people that in many cases hate our children," he said. The move to gut the Department of Education fulfills a promise Trump had made during his 2017 inauguration speech. "Today we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another," Trump said during his 2017 inauguration speech, "but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people." Jones detailed this announcement by Trump during his show on Monday, explaining how the federal control over education by Washington is why the pedophilic abusers are being woven into the curriculum. "That's why you get unified drag queen story time or critical race theory," Jones said Monday. Um, in 2016, in a 2016 piece on Mrs. Institute titled "Indoctrination: 35 Years of the U.S. Department of Education," Carol A. Vance and Lloyd S. Pettigrew, I think that's how it's pronounced, detailed the massive spending on the department as well as the engineered dumbing down of the youth. The US spends over 23.2 of per capita income on its students each year, 9% more than Singapore, while over 26 other countries that spend less outscore US students. The Mrs. Institute said in 2016, of 64 countries in the International Student Assessment, the US ranks 35th in math and 27th in science. So yeah, and I've heard about this on my Facebook feed. It just showed up, and I think this will correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments that in the I think it must have been happened under Jimmy Carter that the Department of Education was set up, and basically it was failing every year after that, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So yeah, it can only get better, and considering that and drag queens are getting allowed to like educate children. I mean this would be far better for it. I mean, just like you said, you can't do worse. You can only get better. So yeah, at least Trump, as far as being re-elected, as far as this quick, at least he's making a good choice on this one. A common sense good choice anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.